depending on field access, our time will be between 5 and 8:30. I'm hoping for like a solid 3 hours in between there so that we can set up the 3 age divisions currently, if that makes sense. We'll have a T-ball team, which is 3 to 5 year olds. We will have a coach pitch or player pitch if they're at that kind of level already. And that's 6 to 8 year olds. Oh, my voice, sorry. And then we will have a player pitch division, which is 9 to 12 year olds. The 9 to 12 year olds, we would benefit more from playing on the town fields, just so that they have better like playing. I'm not very good group speaker. Just so that they have a better like retention of like base play and field positions and actual baseball play. We will have like team and individual photos for like all the teams, families. Anyone who sponsors a team will also get a team photo of this as well. And our year-end pizza wind-up will just be a big kind of wrap-up of the season. I'm hoping to use either the Lions Park or the Pillar Park to host this kind of thing, just so that we have a playground, maybe have some baseballs thrown around, water park kind of thing.
For the year end.
For the year end party, yes. I am reaching out to local businesses. I have been handing out donation letters. I did hand one out here as well. I've been handing them out all to local businesses around Redcliffe and like just outside of Redcliffe for either old equipment donations, new equipment donations, or cash sponsorships to help us with an initial start, because we're literally starting from under the ground at this point. So our registration will include a sign-on liability waiver to protect the association and facilities used for our program. I have been in contact with Percy and Smith. They're going over all of our liability just to make sure everything is covered. We're blanketed. We are also covered underneath the Prairie Rose School Division insurance policy underneath their medium risk activities for the school uses. So everyone basically just kind of like signs away their right to kind of sue us if anything happens, as well as the town. Physically possible. With it being said, community support from all of our businesses. I've had individuals such as donate used equipment, donate new equipment. We had Canadian Tire even donate some bats and some gloves and stuff. So we're having really, really good positive outcome from this startup, which is great to see. So our current costs associated for facility use through the town of Redcliffe, which is kind of why we're here tonight. Our biggest one is the diamond and field rental. I was in touch with, I believe, is you? No,
Melody.
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 That's what it was, sorry. That the fields are $25 per hour per field to rent. This puts us at running 8 weeks, 2 times a week, 3 hours per week, roughly $1,200 per field. And then we're looking for either like 2 or 3 diamonds, depending on how many kids we have signed up to run it, kind of, so everybody has a diamond, an actual diamond to play on, if that makes sense. So the sponsorship potential for the town of Redcliffe for council would be, I was talking with Cody earlier this last week, and he said you guys might be able to donate to us the use of Brandon Primo Memorial Rink beside Margaret Wedding. Those are the ones that Cody and I talked about. A few other things, and like these are all just kind of suggestions on like what would kind of benefit, like help us and benefit the youth of this program. We could also use a place for registration nights for sign up, where we could just host like a 2-hour window, parents coming in, signing their forms, picking jerseys, sizes, and we could do that at a town facility. I know that the Red Cliff Youth Soccer uses the rectangle upstairs. I don't know if you guys have any control over that. I did go to the rectangle and I did talk to them, and they said that it was kind of a town delegated thing for either rental of that or a donation of that space. And then, like I said earlier, the Lions Park facility for end of season wind-up party, which would be like middle of June. I don't know. I didn't personally ask if there was any costs associated with using the, what's it called?
Pillar Park.
Yeah, Pillar Park or like the
Kitchen. Oh,
facility at
kitchen.
Lions Park. Yeah. We would have food brought in from either A1 Pizza. I'm trying to keep everything that we do local to Red Cliff to help our businesses here as well. So if we do pizza, we'll do like A1 Pizza or Sizzling House, kind of keeping it close. And so I'm not too sure if there's costs associated with renting the kitchen or using the kitchen use, or if that can be donated, or if I can get prices on renting that. And then if we do need additional fields, just like a lower rental rate, if we could. Sponsoring this program will assist teaching the youth in our community not only sport, but teamwork, problem solving, and individuals' personal skills for many years to come. Thank you. That is my spiel. I don't know what to do now. Do I just leave?
1 second, Paige. There's any questions for Paige? Eric?
Through the chair, you're saying it's an 8-week program, but you're finishing up in June. So you're starting mid-April then?
We're starting the last week of April, it would be. And the way that I had worked it out is so that we're not going into summer break, but we're also doing it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we skip every long weekend kind of thing. So it's a constant 2 times a week. And so they don't miss out on week.
And you said you didn't have a charge per child as per yet.
No, I'm having more sponsorship cash come in. We still have quite a bit of equipment to buy for the kids. So I'm hoping that more things get donated. I have a few places that I need to go to this week to go pick up donations as well. I'm hoping to have that all figured out by the end of February so that I can let families know and stuff. My personal goal is to keep it under $100 per kid. And then hopefully every year after that, kind of lowering those costs because we'll have everything or close to everything that we need.
Do you anticipate, or do you have an idea as to how many kids you have or you that want to be part of this so far?
So I put a post out quite a while ago on like the Red Cliff Facebook page. I got, I think, 30 to 40 messages from parents saying that they would have either one or multiple kids joining the league. So I'm kind of ballparking it right now with like 50 to 70 kids from all different age groups.
Oh, thank you.
No.
So if you're seeing as how you're looking for some help from the town, what would benefit the most from us, do you think? Like, would it be like
Thank you.
maybe some like lower rental rates and then like, let's say Town Diamond 4 and stuff like that, or would it be monetary?
Um, and then an additional diamond as well. Because soccer runs Monday, Wednesdays. So we're just gonna jam pack parents' weeks.
Yeah, that was the only question. I don't think you'll have any, that 50 to 70 number. I think you'll definitely,
Oh, hit that one, sure.
yeah, you'll hit it if not exceed it.
I'm absolutely hoping to exceed it. If we do have like more kids join, we can run like a carryover of funds and we can lower fees. Completely. for
I guess
this.
my other question was, so are these kids signing up just for the sport and like equipment and stuff's all gonna be covered? Like they don't need to go buy a bat or a glove or a helmet? All that is gonna be in what you're asking for from donations?
Yeah, so there's a couple points I'm gonna touch on there. So we're going to have like all of our donations are going to be like for team bags. If we have an excess amount of like kids gloves, they will be like put into the appropriate team bags. If kids don't come with a glove, we will have gloves in there. We just won't have enough gloves
Just to give.
just to give every single kid on the team. I've had multiple people and multiple parents, sorry, I should say, multiple parents say that like, you know, their kid has like a glove that they got from Goodwill and like it's good enough for them for right now, right? I mean, we're not like the whole reason I started this is because like I went to the Medicine Hat League and it just wasn't in reach. So, and they don't provide, like you have to get your own pants for the little guys. You have to get your own, you have to pay for the jersey. You have to buy your own glove. You have to buy your own cleats because they expect cleats at that age. Even for the 5-year-olds, they expect cleats. And that is all expensive. All I asked of, like, all I kind of told parents on our Facebook group was that if you have a glove, bring your glove. Just runners, if they have runners, if they want to wear cleats, they just have to be kind of rubber cleats, just so that nobody's getting hurt. But other than that, all of the bats will be supplied through team bags. If they have bats, they're more than welcome to bring them and use them. We will have batting helmets that will be supplied for the teams when we get to the age group where they're like actually hitting balls like player pitch and coach pitch as well. So yeah, I'm trying to like not ask I'm going to pick up more this week from businesses and I'm hoping for more. I mean, like it's been pretty positive. Like as I've been going, giving my little pitch to every single business, that I should have most of what we need, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I hope I answered your question.
I was actually for administration. Do we have fees for the Margaret Wooding fields?
We have a joint use agreement with them, so that wouldn't be an issue. They have no issue.
It's just the one.
I looked at this, asked Melanie specifically, what fields do we have available? What's available for this purpose? Field 4 is available Tuesdays, Thursdays for that 3-hour slot that she was looking for.
Any other questions?
There's someone. So Are you solely focusing just on Red Cliff children, or are you like, if you expand the regional, like even if kids on for medicine?
Right. And then as I started handing out like sponsorship letters to all the businesses, they were all, I've had quite a few parents that run them. For the sake of like running this program and keeping fees low and like trying to get players access to this sport without having kids if they're not from Red Cliff. But ultimately, like Red Cliff kids will have first like option on a team.
Where you need,
But just like 5 and only 2 like need extra training. Teams of 9 to 12s and 5 teams of 6 to 8s. Like it would be nice to have them on the diamond.
yeah, for sure. I don't want a team if there's a gap over the rest.
Yeah, like I'm not capping it. If this means that we have like kind of bigger teams. So we have it. Ultimately, I don't think that that's going to be a number that we're going to hit for a couple of years. I might be completely wrong when we get 201 kids and then, I'm just, yeah, one kid every year or every single game, we're not going to have every single child show up too, right? So there will be ample amount of play time for the kids. So I hope that answered it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a question from the teams.
So no, there is no questions, but we are having, Mayor Zember is having trouble with audio, so once this delegation is over, he's going to just call in.
So, okay.
Church, you have another question? Okay, I guess that's it then.
So I'll just make a note that this is the delegation here, so if you want to receive it for information at this point, there is under request for decision, there is the same item there.
Okay, I guess we need a motion to receive for information. All in favor? Anybody opposed? Thank you very much. Pete.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for allowing me to pitch. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. There's number, can you address?
Any questions? With the minutes? All in favor? That's passed. Anybody opposed? The next item is the supplementary assessment lab. First reading. Do you want to put it on the floor for first reading?
I'll put it on the floor for first reading.
Ready? Any questions? No questions? All in favor of first reading? Anybody opposed? That's passed. The next item is youth baseball. Staff report Reckless Youth Baseball for consideration. Sponsorship request. Oh, has anybody figured that one out? Eric?
I'll make a motion that we make a donation of $500 to the organization plus waive fees. Um,
One is that expensed in our little baseball diamond, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. That's how it is.
Like, and or,
Any other questions?
that was my motion.
Can I just clarify if I may? It is just for the waiver of the other facilities if there is a fee.
That's a good question.
I think yeah, I'll make a friendly amendment to give her everything she's pretty well asked. Unless it's,
So we should list those out.
So.
Yeah.
So we're having a motion.
That's why we should make a list. So it's Diamond 4. There was also looking at using the rectangle. No, Pillar Park for Pillar. Was it Pillar Park or was it Lions?
Pillar Park or Lions Park, but being June, Lions Park would probably be more realistic with the water park there for the kids.
Okay.
And just with the greenery for people to stay.
When would you have a date? Because that would be an issue, right? Redcliffe Days, we also,
I like honestly, I'm not picky on a date as long as it's like kind of like when our season ends. I can look right now if I.
oh, no, it's fine. It's,
Just as long as it's kind of like after our season ends, which would be middle of June. So like it's literally whenever works for you guys that would work like weekday, evening, Saturday, Sunday, kind of whatever. I'm not gonna be.
because it's the year end.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
there was a rectangle as well to use upstairs.
For registration, right? For,
Yeah.
for sign up?
Yeah, so we would need 2 nights, kind of like a 2-hour window each.
that could be done at the library too as well, right?
Probably could use a boardroom there.
They could use the boardroom
Yeah.
there if there was.
Are
an
you
issue with
shaky
the-
as to?
Not picky, you know, I'm even more than willing to bring my own table to set us up. I'm like, I'm this.
For registration for T-ball?
We do have tournaments. We do have minor hockey that uses that space periodically. We'd have to consult the schedule.
Yeah.
And sort of coordinate that, but I don't see it being.
Okay.
I also have no issue with the library as well.
Okay,
Okay.
yes, just to confirm, booking would have to go through the library. That's not something that we,
We don't control.
I think we should just try the rectangle first.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, so.
Because that- Yes, the other cases.
Okay, so right now, my motion shows $500 plus Diamond 4. Lions Park in June for their final days and 2 separate usage for the rectangle, is that correct?
Yeah, so the first one would be for the kind of in the park, and another one would be the first week of April, just to give us enough time to order jerseys and such.
So
There's a diamond beside the Brendan Pregan Memorial.
well, that's Margaret Wooding. So it would be a memorandum of understanding with the school.
And yeah, that's
Are there any other questions or suggestions?
Do we have to come up with, is it us that comes up with a lower rate for rental for additional fields if, or is that gonna be an administration?
What I'm hearing is you're making a motion that you want to waive the fees.
For Diamond 4, if there's an additional,
And then
Right.
also for the rectangle and
Yep.
Lions Park.
Yep.
That's what I was.
Yep.
That's what I heard.
yes, is that? General. Something, Paige would have to come up with after, if
Yeah.
there was, I have no problem with it, if, with even donating that fourth diamond if it were to come up.
Yeah, I think that just.
But I think that's,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got some.
we don't know where she's at with that, so Shannon, should we put that in there just in case, or I don't really want to bring it back, but
No, so please clarify which part.
the fourth diamond possibility, if they were to require a fourth diamond, we would work with them to,
So
Yeah.
if you would like to add that into your motion as further that that extra diamond be made available at no cost.
okay, with that?
Provided that there's no
We're
conflict.
talking 2 diamonds over there.
Yeah.
At the school.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, everybody okay with that? Yeah, we'll make that.
Now, one further question for clarification. Is this specifically for the 2026 season?
That would be a great idea.
I think 2026 season.
Yes. Dwight or, where is Chris? Oh, Chris, are you on the phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any issues or concerns?
No, I would just like to see it just be for 2026. That was on my mind. We are giving them quite a bit and
Yep.
I'm totally happy getting them up and going,
Get them going.
giving them a head start.
Yep.
But in the future, I might want to be more in favor of charging something for the diamonds perhaps.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over for you.
No, is there anything else? Anything else, Councillor Kilpatrick?
No, I'm okay with it for a year. I wish the town would spend some money on a different method of electronic communication. Because it wasn't Chris's sound system. It's the town's. Like, it's just bloody awful. And I actually have really good signal tonight. So, yeah. It's not us at this end.
Okay, and that's everything? So
I
I'll
just
call
have-
the vote.
Sorry,
Go ahead,
one more
Matt.
quick question for administration. These donations don't go against this $5,000.
Yeah, the in-kind donation?
They're like,
The $500 will come from the community initiatives fund.
Yeah.
The waiver,
it doesn't affect that.
correct.
Okay, that's all I know.
I
Just want
guess
to make sure.
just one more thing before we decide on the motion. If there was access to additional fields, would it still be the same days and same times?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, is everybody finished? Okay, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
In favor.
Okay,
Unanimous.
anybody opposed? That's passed. Okay, thanks, Pete.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And goodbye.
This is huge. Thank you so much. So, like, I kind of get a copy of that as well. Okay, so, sorry, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. That's your thank you.
Okay, the next thing is for consideration. It would be the Special Olympics. Staff report, Special Olympics delegation sponsorship options for consideration. Somebody want to put something on the floor now? Matt?
So, speaking with your worship the other day, I would, going back from our last meeting, I would like to put option 1 on the table of maybe just doing kind of amount of, let's say, about $500
For the
for
Special Olympics.
the Special Olympics, in kind donation.
We
To
did talk,
be a sponsorship, to get into.
we did talk previously about maybe doing a $5,000 addition to the budget. So this money doesn't get touched and just a separate top up for that, for this reason.
Oh, for that.
So you
That's-
might want to do 5,000. Yes, with a budget amendment. So we don't touch this 5,000, that's just a top, one-time top up to this fund.
Okay, then,
Are you referring to 7A?
He's got to go back.
well, that's just one of them.
Okay,
Yeah. There's more in the pipe.
There's a big one coming.
For clarification, Matt, what is your motion?
You know, I'll withdraw my motion. And if Bernie wants to make one, can we do that?
yes, you can.
Just because you kind of had something.
I think I need more information on this, I think. More discussion.
Oh, you can put something on the floor. Then we can discuss.
Yeah, we have to have something.
Okay, I'll leave the 5,000 on the floor then, and we'll go from there and see what happens with that.
Okay, Councillor Backer has put the motion that we donate $5,000. And that would come as an addition to our budget.
Yes, auto reserves to
It's not.
to the council community support fund.
So because we're sitting on an interim budget right now, I still have time to update the final budget.
Yeah.
So it can be, you could spend the 5,000 and then if you didn't want more in that account, I would just increase the budget to 500 because we've spent now tonight 5,500 from that account. But if you wanted 10,000 total and we would have spent 5,500 tonight, I would just do an increase of the $5,000. But we can talk about that at budget time also.
I would ask too for some more senior counselors' opinions or advice here as well. Guidance.
Yeah, I'd like to speak if I could. I'm totally in favor of giving them some money just in the spirit of being a good neighbor, and it is a big event, so I'm okay with it. But it's just not really going to help out Red Cliff too much, I don't think. Are the people really gonna come out to our bars and restaurants? Maybe they'll stop for tanky gas. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna even spend $5,000 in the whole town. So I'd be more in favor of giving less money. Like I was talking with Matt, I said within $500 to $1,000 range is kind of where I'm thinking. So I personally wouldn't be in favor of 5,000, but
Gotcha.
I just want
Okay.
and it's a relatively short event too.
Yeah.
And the motion is 5,000. My opinion is that it should come out of, it should be added onto the budget. We shouldn't spend reserves on this.
Yeah.
And the motion, and the motion is for $5,000 right now. Is there anything else?
Not on that motion. I agree with Chris, though. I do think that we should be looking maybe towards. If that was still recognition of our name being listed, or if we're not at that 5,000 mark, is there nothing anymore?
Okay, what we'll do is we'll vote on Bernie's motion.
Can I retract that, or do we just vote? Can I retract it?
Can we track?
Can I retract the motion?
You don't have to. We could defeat it or we could
Okay.
vote it for it.
You can do either. You can either move forward with the motion or you can withdraw your motion.
I will withdraw the motion.
Okay, Bernie withdraws this motion. We're going to start again.
Okay, so I'll make a motion that council approves a one-time donation in the amount of $750 to the Special Olympics Canada in support of 2026. With recognition limited to name listing only.
And that would come with the community.
Yes.
That motion has nothing to do with where that's coming from, because it could just come out of that community fund.
Yeah.
But you have to say where it's gonna come from.
The motion. Where, from community.
Okay,
So should we still look at that?
well, we have 5,000 in the community
Yeah.
fund. So we could take it out of that because we've only taken $1,250 out so far.
I guess with this, if it's.
Yeah.
I guess we could increase it in the future if something comes up.
That's always an option.
That's always an option. Okay.
Well, that's an option until we approve the budget, correct?
Correct. So at this point, because we're not over, because we're not over that budget yet, I would just leave it. There'd be $3,750 left in that for the rest of the year. And if something came up after the final budget was passed, then we'd have to come up with a funding source. But right now, it would just stay as is.
It would be would that be two separate motions anyway to make an adjustment to our budget? Would be a different motion than what there is right now anyway. Okay. So yeah, my motion.
So the motion is to donate $750 out of the community funds budget. Any more discussion? If there's no more discussion, you okay with this, Councillor Kilpatrick?
Just call the vote.
Okay, all in favor? Opposed? That's carried. Okay, the next is the staff report, the amazing race for hunger. I guess we could, does somebody want to put that on the floor? Bernie?
Yeah.
In consideration?
For consideration.
For which there was 3 options or there's 2 suggested motions. Or I don't know, something other than that. Just need clarification.
Option 1 was good for me. Support staff report. 2620-005 Amazing Race for Hunger and further approve the use of the town logo on their participant t-shirts.
Okay,
So I would motion that we move the staff report to be approved as presented and further to approve the use of the town of Rector logo on the participant t-shirts.
okay.
Option number 1.
Any discussion? Go ahead.
Is there any cost to the town for using our logo on this?
I use more, not for use of the logo.
I think that's because if I read it properly, they're gonna do that because we're letting them use the swimming pool for the day.
That's correct.
Yeah, so that I guess would be the cost.
Yes, in-kind contribution, yeah.
Okay, any more discussion? I'll call the vote. All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. Next thing is policies, community group financial assistance. Support staff policy number 10, community group financial assistance. And we have some suggested motions. Anybody put something on the floor?
I'll make a motion, motion 1 to cancel the policy.
Okay. Any discussion? Go ahead.
So as is, it doesn't need any changes and it doesn't really affect administration by keeping it in the policies. The only thing is if we took the policies out, then we would, if somebody ever came that needed a short-term loan again, we'd have to make a new policy.
He's right.
This was only used, I think, by the curling rink and the golf course a couple of times. Because when they did the big loan, we did a different contract with them.
What do you recommend? Why we keep keep this policy in place and don't make any changes to it?
Well, keeping a policy that you never use is something that collects dust, but on the other hand, yeah, next
Yeah,
year,
so-
somebody comes and wants money, some nonprofit group in Red Cliff, then we need a policy.
Through the chair perspective, covered up any other policies and stuff we have? Is this redundant or is this just likely to be eliminated?
No, it's just, it hasn't been used. So if an option came to council that wanted to take out a loan, you could do a standalone agreement with them. Just like the last time we did one with the golf course. There was no policy in place specifically for that. So you could loan out any amount of money at any interest rate and set the payment terms as set by you in council. And we wouldn't have to follow a policy. So if someone came and said, I wanted a payment plan over 6 years instead of 4, we would be allowed to do that through a motion.
Thank you.
So either way, there's no harm in keeping it, but there's also an avenue otherwise if it's not.
Okay, so the motion on the floor right now is to cancel the policy.
That's the motion. We can just vote against it and shut it down, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor of canceling the policy? Anybody opposed to canceling the policy? Okay, that is defeated, so it stays in. The next thing is policy 018, disposal of surplus assets and lost and unclaimed property. Somebody want to make a motion on this?
Move option 1.
Option 1. Be approved as presented. Any discussion? No discussion? All in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. The next item is staff report policy number 026, community service contingency funding. And that is for consideration. Oh, there's motions here too that somebody want to make a motion on this?
I'll move 26, council initiatives, community support funding policy as presented.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. The next is policy number 092, recognition, staff report policy number 092, recognition. And we have somebody want to make a motion on that.
I'll make a motion for number 1.
Number 1,
Cancel the policy.
move policy number 92, recognition policy be approved as presented. Any discussion?
Sorry. Are we canceling this or are we approving it?
As
Approved as presented.
as presented. We're approving it as presented.
We're on
Oh, we're on recognition.
Okay.
Right.
So go with motion 1.
Page 44.
Oh, it is, okay.
Approving as presented.
As presented, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Any discussion? All in favor?
In favor.
Opposed? That's passed. Policy 105, vaccination, hepatitis. And somebody want to put that on the
I
floor?
will. Yeah. Option number 1.
Option number 1. Move to council. Any discussion?
I'll vote in favor of that.
No discussion? All in favor?
In favor.
Under other, Redcliffe Legion 100-year anniversary staff report for information. And, somebody want to move that for information?
I'll move it for information. Oh,
Oh, Councilor Farquhar, yes, get him in here. Any discussion? All in favor? On to important meetings and events for information. Is there anything we need to add to this? Somebody moved it for information. Matt?
When does that state and the city address again this year?
Pardon me?
You going to the state and the city address again this year?
Yeah, I am. Tomorrow.
That is tomorrow, yeah.
Well, tickets sold out for, done on Sunday, so.
Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? That's carried. Now we'll go for recess. How many minutes do we need? 6 minutes or no recess? No recess? No recess?
Okay.
Okay. Somebody move us into.
I'll move it closed.
Burns moves us into
7:52.
at 7:52.
Journals of leave.
Motion, Chris, do you want to make the motion? Can't make a motion.
And you stepped away, but anyone can make that motion.
Okay, Brady makes the motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
All in favor?
In favor.
Anybody opposed? Let's carry.
Dwight, when are you back?